Hey everyone, it's Melissa Hurt of Integrative Studio here with another video to help you become clear, productive, and influential. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 habits that turned my life around so that I could get it together. 7 habits that helped me get it together, and I want to share them with you. Now stick around to the end because I have a special offer for a free gift that I want to give you that you could do every day to help start your day on the right foot. All right, so I used to really live hour by hour. I think a lot of us know that if you're busy, if you have a lot of expectations put on you, you're just trying to chip away at the pile every hour, counting down through every cup of coffee just to try to get it done. I did that through my PhD and it was exhausting and depleting. And I knew that when I had finished my PhD, I had to find a new way to get about life because what I was doing was just too much to sustain. So I came up with 7 habits, seven ways to completely show up differently in my life, and they completely changed my energy. So the first habit that I took on was I had to put everything on my calendar. Now, I'm a visual person. If I see it, then I remember it. So if you're an auditory person, maybe it means talking into your phone and playing that recording for yourself every week of the things that you need to do. But putting everything on your calendar holds you accountable to what you need to do. So I'm talking about your work deadlines, the tasks, grocery shopping, any social commitments, professional networking, you name it, it goes on the calendar. And in that way, you know, and you can see for yourself where you are putting your energy. And if it's completely tipped too much into one area and you're feeling burned out, then that's a sign that you need to move your energy to other areas to find some balance. So put everything on your calendar and hold yourself accountable to what's important. Number 2, to help with this, I started doing a Trello board for my personal life. Trello boards are free, they're amazing, and they are probably one of the most useful tools I have for my productivity. I make a new card every week, and in that card, I title it with the dates of that week, and I have all of the items that I need to do listed down that I want to accomplish throughout the week. And when I get them done, I just move them across to the done pile, and I get that little dopamine hit of completion. And that dopamine hit is addictive, and it keeps me motivated to doing the next thing. So putting those two together, put everything on your calendar, and then those items that are on your calendar, put them on a Trello board, move them over as you do them and get that dopamine hit, that reward for having done it, and it will keep you accountable to yourself. Tip number 3. Now this one, it seems so obvious to me now, but it really was a conscious habit I had to take on, and that's exercising in the morning. Well, exercising in the morning as opposed to the evening, because exercise does increase your adrenaline. It gives you endorphins, and those carry you out with a sense of clarity and brightness throughout the day. So for me, if I exercise in the evening, I have a really hard time getting to sleep that night. So exercise in the morning is a great way to give your lymphatic system a bath, right? So the blood is pumping through you and flowing through you. It's pumping out toxins and impurities that are held up in your lymph nodes. So you're cleansing that out, giving your brain a new wash of oxygen and blood, and it just restores you and it keeps you really bright and clear for the day. So exercising just 30 minutes in the morning, whether it's strength training or cardio or yoga, some kind of movement practice every day for 30 minutes, absolutely kept me on a path of clarity for how I start every day. Now, to keep up with that clarity, my 4th habit that I took on is I stopped drinking caffeinated drinks after about 2:30 in the afternoon. Now, I know that's exactly the time of day when you feel that slump of energy. We all know it. We get that slump of energy around 2 p.m. We reach for the sweet snacks, the quick carbs, or the coffee or the soda or the tea or whatever it is to get that boost to get us to the end of the day. However, I realized that that 2 p.m. dip is completely natural to the body. Everyone gets that cortisol dip. It's a dip in your cortisol. That's part of your circadian rhythm. And it's actually preparing you towards sundown, which will be, several hours later so that you can sleep. And so when I stopped drinking caffeine around 2:30, I switched to water and or herbal tea. And that can keep me hydrated, but it's not going to give me a jolt of energy and caffeinated clarity that will then get in the way of my sleep, because you need to sleep to be productive. Sleep is where your creative ideas come. Sleep is where you integrate all of the problem solving that you may have been working on during the day. It comes together in your sleep. Sleep is where your muscle repair happens, your cellular regeneration happens. Like, sleep is everything. So stop the caffeine around 2:30 p.m. every day. Now, number 5, let me look at my list. Yes. Now, 5 was truly a game changer for me. And it's one that if you're familiar with my channel, you've heard me demonstrate, teach you, and talk about. It's meditation practice. Now, I subscribed to the popular conception of meditation practice when I started doing it 15 years ago, which was sitting on a mat, legs crossed, even trying to do the lotus position, hands in a mudra, spine up straight, eyes closed. And it was painful. It was boring. And I hated it. I hated every minute of it. And then I realized that you can meditate in many, many ways. And as I became a certified yoga teacher and began teaching all body types, all types of people of really all ages, I learned more and more about the practice and learned that there are many ways to come into a meditation practice. And you really do find the one that fits your body and fits your learning style and fits your attention span the best. If you want more on that, get in touch with me. But what I found for myself is that if I sit on a really stiff, sloped cushion, it helps to keep my spine a little bit more upright. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And I have blankets around me and I have a candle to help me focus. That's what works for me. And when I come to that every morning at the same time and the same place every morning, and I give myself the same reward, which is my morning coffee, I stick to it. Again, it's a way to keep myself accountable. But meditation practice is more than just keeping me accountable to showing up to a quieting of my mind. Meditation practice clears out the clutter from the heart and the mind. It clears out the clutter, and you focus on the breathing that you're feeling in your body. Maybe focus on a sensation or just one thought, and it stills the mind. So the rest of the stuff that's flickering about settles down, and you come into a state of purpose with what's really important to you. So doing that every day helps me stay clear and focused on what I need to be working on and how I need to be showing up to work on it every day so that I am truly influential and impactful in what I do. Now, number 6, I do after my meditation practice, which is journaling. Journaling is really important. It could be drawing pictures, but some kind of pen or pencil on paper to work out the stuff that came up is really important because it helps you process it. It helps you process it. Think of the stuff that comes up in meditation in the background as the stuff that you need to kind of expunge in a garage sale. And then the writing out is putting it out of the garage onto the yard, right? You've got to get it out. And then you're left with a clear open space. So the more that you can write things out in your journal, work your way through a thought process or a challenge, the more that your creative self will kick in and may even present you with a solution or an idea that you could not have possibly come up with just sitting and thinking to yourself quietly. So journaling really changed the game for me as well. And then my final habit that completely changed my life seems so simple, but it's a gratitude practice. Now you might think, why a gratitude practice? Why was that such a game changer? Because a gratitude practice sets up your mind for a positive growth mindset. Now, we tend to stay focused on the what can go wrong mindset or the stress mindset. But when you flip that script and you go into gratitude and wonder, you are focusing on the things that are great, on the things that are beautiful. You're finding wonder and you're curious about them. And when you can approach your life and your career and your relationships and your exercise and everything you do in a place of gratitude and curiosity, I promise you, you will be more focused and more productive and more satisfied in how you get things done. And so there you have it. Those are my 7 habits that completely changed my life. I will put them in the description below. And I want you to drop in the comments, what's a habit that you have taken on that completely changed your life? I want to know. Let's start a conversation. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Post any questions in the comments below, and I'm happy to get to them. And be sure to subscribe to my channel, where you can be the first in line to get my videos that help you become clear, productive, and influential. And last but not least, I want to give you a free gift. I want to give you a 10-minute video of the most popular tools that I have taught my clients over 15 years that have helped them become clear, productive, and influential. Go to my website, melissahurt.com, sign up for my weekly newsletter, and you'll get a video that completely changes how you show up every day.